Okay. Very good. Okay, that's very good. Thank you. And well, who is this? This is Joe, right? John? With A-1 Towing? You don't answer questions? Good. Jason Goldstein will answer questions in a deposition. You'll get deposed on it. This is USDOT 2420553. And as y'all see, they're trying to steal a van again. I will walk. Somebody's got these people all on camera, right? All right. So this is chained up to the truck. It is chained. And if you walk from where we were parked, there are no signs saying this is towaway zone or anything like that. These guys are crazy.
Hey, you can't tell us we're crazy. I'm going to go walk. If you want to walk with me, I'll tell you.
I have First Amendment right.
Okay, yeah, but I'm going to tell you where the signs are.
I have a First Amendment right. I can say anybody's crazy. I have a First Amendment right. Who are you again? You just said Rondos, and you said I can't say someone's crazy? I absolutely can. But this is where we move from. We move from right here into here. Where is the sign here?
I'll show you all of them.
You're saying that this is the one property, that's another, right?
It's the entrance to the plaza.
But you're saying,
look right here.
But you're saying this is property right here, right?
I'm going to tell you.
This is a property? I didn't go that way. I didn't go that way.
Okay, where'd you come to the parking lot then?
We have permission from Walmart to be here.
You're not Walmart's property.
All right, well, you're saying so we were in Walmart's property. You're telling me I left Walmart's property.
This is not Walmart's property.
Okay, so where is the entrance? So when we drove from Walmart's property,
You tell me where you got into the parking lot at.
that's regardless. You're saying
No,
this is
it's
Walmart.
not, because the sign's there.
That's Walmart's. That's Walmart's entrance.
This is.
But you're saying
it is the entrance to Tarpon.
we
Square,
had permissions.
Which is, Walmart cannot give you permission. They won't give you permission.
They did.
No, they won't.
Oh, they 100% did.
Then go show me who you talking to.
The manager named Adrian, or
Let's go in here right now.
right now. I'll wait for your supervisor. You're already telling me violating First Amendment rights.
No, I'm not.
We moved from this parking lot.
Crazy for something you
It is crazy because 71507 says where is the fucking sign? Says it's a different property.
I will show you where every sign.
Where is a different property? This
Are you refusing to walk with me?
From
Is
right.
that what it is?
I don't want to leave the scene.
Okay, you refuse to walk with me.
But this is where we pulled in.
That's all I need.
This is where we pulled in. I will walk when your supervisor gets here. This is where we pulled in.
But you won't even go.
You're saying.
I can show you because you know you're wrong.
No, what you're telling me from Walmart's property, saying this isn't Walmart's property is what you're saying.
You're not understanding what I'm telling you. The entire plaza is Tarpon Square. Every entrance has a sign. You're telling me you're moving from a row to a row.
But we had permission from Walmart.
They don't give you permission.
They did give us permission.
Okay, then let's go. You come tell me where you
Michelle,
got permission from.
Michelle. He's saying we didn't get permission from Walmart manager.
Then you guys come with me right now. We'll go to Walmart and you can tell me who you
She was wearing a black dress. Her name is, what was her name? Adrian? Aileen?
So you know you're wrong and you won't even go.
Aileen?
Take my point.
I can't remember how to pronounce her name. It's Aileen? I don't know how to pronounce her name. I think it's Aileen. You would know about Walmart manager or loss prevention more than I would. But we had permission.
Kristen?
No, it wasn't. It's Aileen, I believe.
The manager I talked to.
There's the supervisor. I need something to drink in order to be able to talk. Grab me the lemonade, please. This is insanity. I mean, it's definitely attempted GTA is what it is. It's attempted GTA, and that's what the state's attorney will say about it. Here's a Sarge. Thank you. I'm sorry, Sergeant. I'm just documenting.
Okay, I'm taping it too.
I know, but they'll charge me for that.
Walmart doesn't know.
But then there's no sign at the entrance saying there's a towaway zone.
I'm talking. Then he has permission from Walmart, and he refuses to go to Walmart to talk to somebody in there because I'm calling out all of his lies.
There's no lies going on. I was waiting for you, Sergeant. Can I talk to you for a second? Because I mean, Rondo's obviously a little upset. Okay. If this is indeed not Walmart's property, I believe that. Okay, if it's indeed not Walmart's property, then the entrance from Walmart's property and onto this other property that's not Walmart would have a sign that says it's a towaway zone. Okay, so we moved from right there over to here. Can we walk together, Sergeant? So we can walk for a second? Thank you so much, Sarge. This sergeant's actually doing his due diligence. I don't know what Rondo's issue is or if he's used to doing that. I'm not really sure. But, so we just had, in Holiday Travel Park, they did not want the shed on the back of the truck to be in there. So we had to talk to Krista, the manager there, and she cleared it and said we can come in the morning and move into the Holiday Park all weekend long. We got here on Easter to be with my grandfather, my father, their grandparents. And he's a long-time resident of Tarpon Springs. This is where he built his life at. When we first got there, he is right there. When we first got here, he told us to pull it in the HOA, and they called the cops. But the sheriff said that it's private property; they can't tow from private property. So then this A-1 pulled in to the Save-A-Lot down there, where we pulled over while I was trying to figure out where we got to go next. And at Save-A-Lot, they said there was also nothing says tow away.
Stand over there so that beeping's not my.
Yeah, it's the beeping.
I don't care if you tape me, but that beeping.
Yeah, I agree. But I'll show you what I'm saying. What I was walking this way for. So when you move from there, and what I'm hearing is this is another property right here, where we're looking at. Then there would be a sign saying towaway zone somewhere. But no. From here, so this is one property, right? This is the property over here. You're saying it's Walmart property, right?
Right.
And then this is another property, is what you're saying.
Right.
So this is an entrance to another property, is what you're telling me.
Right.
So 71507 says at every entrance to any property, there has to be a sign that says it's a towaway zone.
So what you're saying is you think there should be a sign at every single one of these?
Well, I have to have notice. So what I'm saying is I had permission from Aileen. I think her name's Aileen. She was in a black dress. I think she's a manager of Walmart here. Okay, I went in, I made sure I talked to the manager, gave her our card, told her what was going on, everything was fine, said we would be in the Holiday Travel Plaza by morning, and I had to wait for them to let us come in. And then she said no problem, and but tonight we didn't want to disturb them because we were over there, and I talked to Major Thrill.
Drill.
Is it Drill? I'm sorry. Okay. And he said, well, can you move it tonight nicely? Can you move it? I said, no problem. I move it. So I move it over to here, and I look for a sign that says, can I not be here? So when I'm driving it from here to over here, is there a sign that says I can't be there? There's no sign. Now, if there's a sign somewhere else that I can't see, that's not notice for me. I mean, I'm not being told you can't pull into there. Now, if this guy says, hey, you can't be here, that's a trespass, right? So we'd leave because that's a trespass. If he's saying that, you need to leave, there's a trespass way. I'm asserting property rights. If you want to tow, according to 715.07, they would have a sign here. Now, I'm not telling you that the law says that by any entrance to any property, there needs to, but you see, he's not trying to tell anybody else, just us. And the reason he's not wanting to tell anybody, just us, is because I reported him for the event that happened to Save-A-Lot. And that's why I brought that up. My father was there for that as well. So I reported him for that event.
You think the A1 guy is
retaliatory,
stalking you?
Yes, 100%. I think he's retaliating because I reported him. I talked to Jason Goldstein, which is his attorney.
So
told him,
this is my biggest concern.
Rondo, I'm talking to your supervisor now.
But you refuse to go read the signs that are up there.
But they're not. You refuse
you
to understand that this is one property.
If you would read that sign,
You're sending me somewhere I didn't have notice. The notice, so Walmart gave me permission, right? They can give permission to someone to be in a property, right?
I asked you, where did you get in the parking lot? You tell me that's irrelevant.
No, because I just told you, from right there to right here. I came into this property. You're saying, if you let me explain, I'll answer your question just fine. You're saying that this is a property that's not this property. So this property
controlled by the entire plaza.
But you're okay. I'm confused because you're telling me that this is not Walmart's property here.
No.
But this is over here. That's what you're saying.
It's not Walmart's property either.
Well, it is according to GIS maps.
If you look, the plaza is owned by the specific company.
Listen, GIS says that this is Walmart's property. So
the plaza
Walmart
is owned by a certain company. Okay.
What company is it? Because I looked at the GIS maps. So I did, and it's Walmart Incorporated. It's Walmart.
Go walk and look at
I can pull up GIS, but I'm trying to document this. And I don't want to be contentious with you. Pull it up. You got GIS?
Yeah.
Pull up this property and show who it is.
It's the same sign on every single one of them because we've dealt with it in the past, especially with the semis. So
Okay.
I know they say that you cannot be in this entire plaza. I don't know word for word.
But the manager
I
here
told
said
you-
we could.
I told you we can go read word for word.
Right, but if this is another property, if this is not this property, because the manager apparently, this is where the discretion, the misunderstanding.
Cannot be here.
No, now, I was told by the manager here that I could. Okay, so the manager, you probably know the manager's name. Is it Aileen?
I don't know. Let's go.
I thought Adrian or Aileen. We can, but I was not going to lose documentation of what's going on here. Because if I'm in there with you and they steal my stuff.
They have. Don't. Everybody you know has a camera here, bro. We have cameras.
Yeah, but your cameras, if I file a public records request, your cameras are going to try to tell me it's an exorbitant fee for administrative costs to get it from redacted and all that.
It is, yeah.
Well, so that's not, it's not really public records.
Everybody else you have right here has cameras.
Now, Blade, where are you going?
Trying to figure out where the property.
Where is the property line? Because that's where there had to be a sign. If there's another property here,
Okay,
there has to be a
so-
sign at the entrance to that property, the ingress.
All right, so here's Walmart property right
Okay,
here.
and it says Walmart, right? On the
Yes,
GIS.
right here,
That's what
Walmart
I saw.
Supercenter.
Okay, that's
Now-
owned by Walmart.
Do you realize that towing is a civil matter?
Well, Grand Theft Auto's not, though.
Okay.
It is, well, it is if there's no sign. So 715.07, which is the towing regulations.
Listen, you keep saying something you think.
Rondos,
you know,
how long
but
you been on
don't.
service?
14 years.
So you're FDLE certified?
Yes.
I'm not saying it to be facetious or anything.
Okay.
Do you know?
We have to be FDLE certified.
Come on, bro.
Not everywhere in the states. They don't. I've talked to FDLE many times. So they don't. Not every.
So this property right here, this splits from that property right where that cruiser is. The line is right there.
Okay.
Right.
So going into this new property is owned by a different person, right?
Yes.
Show me on GIS right here. It's one person owns.
Company that runs.
All right.
Okay.
So,
Well, listen, sir. GIS is GIS. I'm not going to argue with you, Rondos.
all right. So here's Walmart.
That's Walmart,
property.
and it says just
It has. It is called.
Walmart property. Now show me where we're at now.
We're right here in this property.
Okay, so this is another property, Tarpon Square, HALLC. So moving from here, thank you, Rondos, for your time. So moving from here, this is owned by Walmart. This is apparently owned by another entity. The way 715. He is argumentative. The way 715.07. That's the laws on towing. That's okay. The way that's written is when you go to a new property, I need notice that there's a towaway. So from moving from this one property into a new property, there would be a notice. So if I move from that property into this property and there's no notice, it's not lawful. So if they do it, it's GTA. And Pinellas.
If you come into any entrance and you disregard those signs,
Well, I didn't because I talked to the property manager there, so he gave me permission.
did you pass a sign when you came into this parking lot? Yes.
I have not seen it yet, so I don't know. He's saying I did. Rondos is saying I
Did you
did.
come in when you pulled in today?
When I pulled into it, well,
When you got here with this caravan of vehicles, which entrance did you come in at?
That one right over there.
okay. Now I'm assuming this right here. This,
I can see the sign posted from here.
yeah. What I'm
So
trying.
you passed a sign that's posted right there.
If we pulled us into a sign, we talked to the manager after that.
I'm not worried about the manager.
Right.
You
So
passed
the
a
property
legally-
manager can't give someone
Okay,
permission?
You passed a legally posted sign by your own admittance. On tape, everybody's got it taped.
No,
you passed by a posted sign by your own
I have.
admittance.
First off, I didn't pull into this parking lot today.
Well, you didn't get teleported here.
No.
Whenever you came here, you by your own admittance.
No, I haven't admitted to anything. My son is saying we pulled in here. I couldn't remember.
Is your son lying? Were you
I don't know right now. I'm trying to remember.
So you passed the sign.
I don't believe so.
Listen, your own ignorance doesn't cover the
Rondos,
law,
why are you
okay?
back? We have a supervisor here. Why are you back
You
here?
have to get in those. I just don't understand.
Do you have some kind of financial investment into this company?
No, I'm
Then-
trying.
then why
I'm
are you
trying to
doing
get-
this?
No, it's making me frustrated that you can't understand.
There would be
something
a
so simple
sign that I could see, notice. It's called
I
proper
said,
notice.
Hey, let's go walk. Let's go. We'll read every sign together. We'll go to Walmart and see if you actually have permission.
So
to
is
see
this sign right there have to do with Walmart's permission, Walmart's property, or this property?
What you don't get? Walmart is ran by the management company that
But
runs
they own it.
plaza.
Walmart owns their
So
property.
you see this red line? Nine's inside this
Walmart
property that we're
owns this
standing
property.
inside.
You're just
This
saying things aren't
property
true.
Right here,
You're-
Bill's
Then go.
Outlet
Let's
and
go read every
Staples
sign.
area.
I'm
Let's
going to
go.
go walk down there.
I walk with you, Sergeant. I'm not gonna walk with Rondos.
I made a phone call, but no response tonight.
forgot.
But if they're wanting to trespass us off the property, we'll leave the property. But they can't just go stealing people's, and they're trying to steal cars. Now, Pinellas County has a criminal suit against them for the exact same thing.
They're not
I don't know.
other people's cars. They're just going after us.
Yeah, they didn't tow anybody else. See, they're not towing any of these other cars. Nothing.
Yes, no,
they're just they're because we
They're
reported
targeting
them.
us.
We reported them. That's what they're doing. They're retaliating against us for reporting them.
So are you talking about that notice sign right there by the entrance?
Well, I don't think that notice says anything about towing over there. Okay, so this one, now this has to do with where?
So this is right here on Walmart property.
So this right here is Walmart property?
Yes.
So this is Walmart property?
Yes.
So this has nothing to do with this property at all then?
No.
Because this is Walmart property right here.
Yes. And we came
So
in.
this sign is on Walmart
And
property.
we came in from that entrance right over there.
Oh, now we're changing to that
Well,
one.
yeah,
I always said that one, not this one.
I thought you pointed at this one, Blade. I mean, I thought you pointed here. I did.
I was pointing that one.
I wasn't sure which entrance we came in, so I wasn't going to testify to that because I couldn't remember.
Regardless, it's posted.
Well,
You agree it's posted.
For Walmart's property, this is this is Walmart's property.
The same management group controls.
Walmart owns their property.
How? We're on this
This
property.
is a GIS
right here.
survey map.
And this is we're in this property, Walmart property, right here. All right, we're in this property right here. All right, that is a total different property.
So this is a Walmart towaway sign. This isn't Walmart property. It's GIS maps. I'm not making this up. This is your data. This comes from it comes from your cartographer. But what we're getting at, what they're doing is illegal. And I'll tell you why it's illegal. Because 715.07 clearly states, and can you pull that up for your own records? It clearly states there has to be a sign posted at the ingress and ingress at all ingresses. Now, if what you're saying is factual, that this is one property and this is another, because you're saying both things. You're saying it's one mall, and then you're saying it's not, that's Walmart property. Well, the GIS says this is Walmart property and this is another property. So, if there's two separate properties, then there has to be a sign at each ingress. So if we're pulling from right there, we weren't here.
You said you pulled in.
I can't remember which one it is, but regardless, this is Walmart property.
It was 100%.
I believe it was this.
Okay, you believe it was here.
I believe it was.
So you passed that.
But this is a Walmart property.
Okay. But
You're saying we're not on
I
Walmart
just want to
property.
get this part straight. You are now admitting you passed.
I can't admit to it either way because I don't remember. I keep telling you that I don't remember. You're listening by a 13-year-old boy about it.
Okay, well, you just said you think we can't.
you go, okay, admission and I think are two different things. So you can't translate I think into an admission.
Let's go down here and check this one.
Okay.
That one's a different property.
But how about where we
I want to
just,
make sure that you passed signs.
because we did. No, listen, Sergeant, I'll show you where we passed. Come here. Because you want to walk with me the way we drove. Let's do that.
Now you know where you drove.
No, I absolutely know how we got into this parking lot right here.
Oh, no, you said you came from over there.
Okay, so that's the entrance to this parking lot. You're saying it's the property. So we gotta go to the entrance.
I want to clarify first where you said you came into this.
Because I can't. That was yesterday.
Okay.
So
you either passed that sign or you passed the one down there.
I'm not sure. But regardless, we today had permission from the Walmart manager, who's the allocated representative.
What were you told by Major Trill? Because I'm going to call him. And ask
Major
him what he
Trill
told you.
said that he was there for another call, and he on his way out, the Walmart said, "Could we be out of there by tonight?" That was what he said. It's not midnight, so tonight is still the night. Okay, so that was what they asked. So it's still tonight, and we said, "Yeah, no, no problem." So what we did was we got everything loaded up. And we moved it over here to stage it because we were going to Holiday Plaza. We had to wait for them to accommodate us, and they wanted the shed was a problem.
I'm not worried about what happened.
Well, you know, the issue I'm having is that the law is clear about notice. And notice would be given when we move from one property to another. See, if Walmart is not going to have us towed because they said we could be there, then this property you're saying is not Walmart's. That's what you and him have both said. That this is like another property.
Right, but it's this.
You're confusing me.
I'm going to look into
You're confusing me.
My understanding is it's two pieces of property, but it's run by the same management group.
That could be true too.
That have all hired A-1.
I don't think Walmart has hired somebody else to manage their property. I mean, they very rarely do that. They ever hire Bronson or Allied Universal to do their security? What are they doing?
I don't know. They're talking, but
They're
the
yelling.
guy in the gray shirt is new.
There's a new person.
Yes. There used to be 3.
You want to walk back toward their session so you can be present? The most amicable solution is then to say, hey, you can't be here, and let's move. But they're trying to profit from stealing cars. If there's a notice property, we drove by, because we drove from there to here. If there was notice from there to here, you're saying, you asked me if I expect them to put a sign up there? I think the law does. Not me. I believe the law expects them to put a sign there.
The thing is, if it's posted in every entrance.
That's an entrance. So you're saying this is another property.
But it's posted there. It's posted.
You're
there.
saying
it's
that
posted in every.
This is an
coming
entrance
into this area. It's posted.
But that's not how the law reads. You're not saying it's not posted at every
so you're
entrance.
saying you think it should be posted there.
I just know, Rondos, I don't really want you to be part of this conversation.
I talked to Major Trill.
Okay.
And he was told, he was asked by Walmart that Walmart asked him to tell him there's no overnight parking.
Right.
And then he needs to leave.
And he said we could not stay overnight. That was exactly what he said.
Yep.
Yes.
And here we are now, midnight.
It is not midnight.
Well, here we are now. What time is it? Midnight? Or,
10,
I'm sorry.
10:49.
So it's not overnight. It's not midnight.
Walmart didn't want you here.
Walmart is
All
open
these-
still.
all these businesses are
Walmart is
closed.
still open.
Walmart didn't want you there.
That's not true. Well, you talked to the manager after that. But Rondos,
well, listen,
you're
I'm just telling you.
aggressive in trying
No, I'm
to.
not. I'm just trying to get you to
Oh, he's not.
Trying to explain it to you.
But you just won't let me explain it to you.
Well, you just explained that you talked to Major Trill. I'm not disagreeing with what he
He
said.
was told to leave, and now we're here. We are now.
He told we could not stay overnight. That was what I was told. Could not stay overnight. That was the words.
Walmart asked him to tell him to leave. They didn't want to issue a trespass because they were too busy doing everything else. But I guess he's been here for 4 days.
No, we have not been here for 4 days.
It was a
Now we've been here for 4
4
days.
whatever it is.
Now they're saying we've been here for 4 days. We got yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday.
So the data is completely skewed and not correct. But we have no problem leaving these people's property. Them trying to steal. This is another property. And what you're not seeming to get, Rondos, is that the law says that if there's an entrance to a property, there has to be a sign at that entrance.
What you don't get is the management company runs this entire
But Walmart.
property.
That's the GIS says Walmart owns the property. That's what the GIS says.
They run. Regardless, it's a civil matter. Like, we don't get involved.
You are if you're here.
Well, because they're trying to
They're trying to cheat. They're trying to Grand Theft Auto.
That's not Grand Theft Auto.
It is Grand Theft Auto.
You see, like, you just don't. See, that's what I'm saying. You argue with everything we explained to you.
Well, you justify this. The 71507 states that every single entrance from one property to another must have a tow-away sign. Now going from that property, what you're saying is we would know the GIS map says it's Walmart. Into this property, you're claiming is another property. We looked it up. GIS says it's another property. There are no signs moving from there into this property. That would be an entrance, right? So if I move out of that property into this property, it's an ingress, right?
There is a sign at the entrance to the plaza.
No, the entrance here. This is the entrance, isn't it?
There is
No. This is not an entrance?
No.
So this is...
The sign would be the entrance that's an access point.
But this is another property, right?
It's run by the same management company.
No, Walmart owns that property. GIS says it clearly. Walmart owns this property over here.
You're in a towaway zone. Okay,
If there's notice not provided, you're saying something that's not
everything
true.
that anybody says to you, you're arguing, okay?
I'm just telling you the law.
Explain it to you.
But you okay, I can explain to you 71507 explained it. I read it thoroughly.
We're not getting anywhere with this.
If they want us to leave, we leave. If they want us to leave, we
We'll get
leave.
to that.
But they don't covertly come and steal people's vehicles. That is not the professional way to do any business. But you would not be okay with that if it was your vehicle.
If I was towed in that area, that was.
You can't see. There's no notice.
Then he was told by Major Trill earlier. There's no.
No overnight. That's what he said.
But he was told, like, he told them that Walmart did not want them anymore.
That's not what he said at all.
Okay, well,
That's not what he said at all.
So Walmart is the only thing that's open in this plaza.
I had a body cam on Major Trill. I can actually replay it. I have a video from that.
Yeah, it's charged.
Right, but I'd have to pay $20 to get that body cam. And I have mine for free. It's already here.
With us.
What they need to do is go get somebody's car who's really trying to violate the law. Let us move to our holiday park with our belongings. So because we just moved here. You know, I'm not gonna lie, Dad. I regret this. I can't lie.
Why are we here and not there then?
Because they didn't want. Dad, can you explain it? Because I'm stuttering, and Rondos doesn't listen to me very well. Dad is went in with my wife into there, and they said what? I wasn't there.
When Michelle and I went,
Yes.
they said that they had decided not to honor your reservation.
So they didn't want you there.
No, no. You're now. See, Rondos.
You want approved to be there.
And then I spoke with Krista, the property manager, today, because apparently the shed was a problem on the truck. And I said that's not a problem because the truck goes over my shop anyway. It doesn't stay in the holiday.
They are willing to accept the
RV, but not the
RV
Right.
portion.
So we're dropping the RV off in the morning. We could have took it late at night and just set it over by holiday, but there was no sign telling us we had to do that. If there was a sign, I know you were pointing to these signs over there, but like look at this stop sign right here. Is that an entrance to a property? There's no sign there.
Oh, he's coming over here.
There's no sign anywhere. There might be one. I didn't see one up there. My son thinks we came into right here.
Or there.
But there is no sign. If this is another property, an entrance to a property, is what you're claiming. See, showing in the line right there.
No, that's not the line to this.
Is not the line to the property, no.
Where that first cruiser is the borderline for these stores for Walmart.
Right, here's the GIS mapping. And I'm not trying to be difficult. This is Walmart's property right here. It says it's owned by Walmart Stores East LP. That's the owner of the property. The property we are now is owned by Tarpon Square HALLC.
Tarpon Square runs Walmart's property too. That's what you don't understand. It is posted
They're two
on
different
every
properties.
entrance. It doesn't matter. There could be 5
Those are A1
properties
signs posted
in the same plaza.
If a property manager gives you the permission to be there, that trumps any sign.
Well, the property manager did. The property
Yeah,
manager
they
gave you
did.
permission to be here?
Yes, just not overnight. 100%.
Okay, but Walmart wanted you to leave.
Not overnight. They said we couldn't be overnight. That's all they said. And this is the saddest thing is I have an autistic daughter in here and my 13-year-old son, and this is the scene that people are making for what reasoning? The reasoning...
You put yourself in the scene.
No, I did not put myself in this...
Yes, you did. You purposely put yourself here in the parking lot.
They're not.
Yeah.
They're not. That's why Pinellas County has a criminal suit against them for this. So that's... If they're just doing a job...
They're a licensed tow company.
The county would not be criminally suing them if they were just doing their job.
There's no reasoning with him. He's talking to them in private, so you stay right there.
They're in public. They're in public. There's no expectation of privacy in public.
This is closed.
Do what?
Nothing is open here right now except Walmart, and they don't want you here.
We did not get.
Then we move.
Right here is the border for Walmart to Bills and everything else. They purposely did that.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, they don't want to be on camera.
Because they know they're doing.
They know they're dirty. No, that's public property. There's no expectation of privacy in public, sir.
You know the First Amendment, right?
Now, what they're wanting is money. That's ultimately what they want. They said there's a drop fee. Yeah, they're now, but now what we could do is sue them, which is what I was intending on doing anyway. And now they don't. Now that Ron DeSantis changed the laws, an insurance company doesn't pay their lawyer fees anyway. So we can sue them now and recover from them.
You may have to do that, but these guys aren't worried about civil.
There's nothing criminal going on. The sergeant just said 15 times it's civil. So
We are out here is because I believe it's your wife at 911.
because I believe it's attempted GTA.
When we get a 911 call, we have to respond.
I believe it's attempted GTA. To me, it seems like attempted GTA to me.
What you want to.
How long have you been on the force? How long have you been on the force?
I'm going on 10 years.
You're on 10 years?
Yes, sir.
What was your badge number again?
395.
And your FDLE number is?
My FDLE number.
FDL publishes them every year. What was your name again?
Officer Gibson.
S. Gibson. What was the first name on the S?
S.
Your first name's S?
Yes.
Your mom named you S?
Yes. Crazy, huh?
So you would tell the judge your name is S. Gibson. That's what you would say in court when you testify.
My name is S. Gibson. My badge number is 395.
I've already told you.
Oh, well, public records request to get the actual name. And this is Insalaco? I don't want to make sure I say that right. Insalaco? Is that right? I mean, is that how you pronounce it? K Insalaco? I am calm. I'm upset, but not at them. I'm upset at these guys, not y'all.
They're trying to do their job.
I know they are, but these guys are dirty, man. Not the cops. Y'all ain't dirty. You gotta understand. They're dirty. The fact that she won't identify is a violation of her policy, though. The policy states that she's supposed to identify herself when asked by the public. But you don't tell the judges right there. All right, Sarge.
So we have a couple options.
No, I have to document everything.
You got two options with them.
Yes.
Because they're doing a legal tow.
That's
Whether you dispute it or not, they're doing a legal tow. You got two options. To pay the $110, they'll drop it right now, and you'll be on $110. They'll drop it right now, and they're on their way. Or they take it to their lot. You got to pay. It's two.
They can't cut my lock.
Huh?
They can't cut my chain.
They can because you're illegally stopping them from doing a legal tow.
Let them cut my chain. If they legally can cut my chain, let them cut my chain.
Okay.
I mean,
I don't understand why.
Because I don't believe it's a legal tow. You're just saying it is, Sarge.
It's a legal tow. You've admitted there's signs everywhere.
No, there's no sign from where we moved into
when
here.
When you came into the parking lot, there are signs. At
I came in a Walmart parking lot at public access. No, we were told we couldn't stay overnight, is what they said. We couldn't stay overnight, is what they said. That's what they said. That was the word, Sarge. It wasn't that we had to leave right then, or we would have left right then. We had to stay overnight.
So how many parking lots have you been asked to leave before you got to this one?
By who? No, none. Except for none. We've never been asked to leave any parking lot. We just left. We've never been asked to leave any parking lot. A-1 Towing has tried to steal her vehicle twice now. We reported them to the Better Business Bureau, which if you look at the BBB, they already have the history of this. We reported them to the Federal Trade Commission, FTC, and we have reported them to Pinellas County or Pasco County Sheriff's Office. We talked to their lawyer, Jason Goldstein, who is in my opinion, a prick, but I'm allowed to say that because it's my opinion.
Freedom of speech.
Yes, so my opinion is a prick, but we're filing suit against them, and they know that, and this is a retaliatory effort. That's why you didn't go to any other vehicle in the parking lot, came straight to us. This is a retaliatory effort. But what I'm not trying to figure out is, if you're saying that this is another property. This is the GIS map is saying that this is
on Walmart property currently.
Right now?
Yes.
We're still on Walmart property.
What I can tell you is, according to them and their agreement, everything.
Can I see the contract? I have a right to ask for it.
You can go to their office now.
No, I have a right to ask for it on spot. That's also in the law.
They don't have it.
Well, that's also in the law. They have to present it.
Say that to you. I agree with her.
If my parents want to let them do that, then I'm not going to disagree with my parents.
You can take civil action after.
That's what I recommend.
Let's let these guys get back to work and resolve this for the time being. You've got it documented. You can take civil action against them.
So you pay it and then they drop it and they're done. They get out of here.
Instead of them dragging it off and really charging.
Well, they can't drag it off with that lock on there, but I'm not gonna argue with you, Dad. You're my dad. That's my mom. If you guys are wanting me to be to deal with that, I wouldn't have done it. But I'm not gonna argue with my parents.
Excellent. Thank you, sir. All right, let's go get this handled.
I think no. Let them drop it first. I wouldn't do that, Dad.
Okay. We deal with it. Awesome. Thank you, Dad.
I wouldn't agree to that, just so y'all know. This is my dad did that for y'all.
No more interaction with each other. Let's start with an ID. You guys have. You need to take the chain off and drop it or no? Yeah.
No, I'm not taking the chain off until it's dropped.
Well, if they need to take it off to drop it.
I'm not taking the chain off until they drop it.
When I get the chain off, just be on the safe side.
Yeah, but the judge's order, you can.
Listen,
Yeah.
we're trying to resolve this. You're being
Okay, Dad, I'll step back.
Thank you.
Supervise what they're doing so they don't do any harm to you.
Let's start with an ID, sir. We'll get you out of here.
This is the
Drop
one.
fee is going to be a cash payment. You have the cash on you.
I can get the cash.
Okay. You want to get the cash by what's there right now? Take it.
What's the total amount?
110.
110.
Yep.
You want to grab this? Grab. You say that he'll start writing everything
my
up.
ID back because I'm going to drive to get it. I don't want to drive without a license.
We can swing right over here. Right over
Can you use Chase Bank, sir?
Yeah.
Can you use Chase?
I did Bank of America, which is directly across the street.
Say there's a Chase.
But I'd have to use the street, and I don't want to drive illegally.
Gotcha.
We appreciate you guys have enough going on without
Yes.
worrying about me going from cooperating to breaking the law.
Sir, all I ask is
They're dirty.
once we make payment and all that, okay?
They are dirty.
Payment's done, you have a receipt that you take the chain off the truck. The only reason being is I'm not going to be responsible. We drop that car, that chain tightens up, bends anything, I'm not going to be responsible for it,
We'll
okay?
stay by. We'll stay by here
They'll
till the
be
whole thing's
here.
complete. It's on video.
Out of respect, I don't wanna-
Felipe, so my constitutional rights lawyer is all here. Felipe, should I take the chain off this truck? What do you say? This is my lawyer. I'll let him respond. I have a constitutional rights attorney on retainer.
I understand that, sir. I'm not going to argue that with you. All
Yeah.
I'm asking is once payment's made to take the chain off so we can drop the vehicle. And these guys, fine gentlemen, can go back to doing what they really need to do.
I need my ID returned so I can legally go and get
One
the
minute,
cash.
he's gonna write up a receipt. Yeah, I'll have to take a picture so we can hand it back to you and he can start the picture.
Terrific, thank you.
Take a picture of that.
Dirty.
Dirty. Yes,
Oh, we're gonna sue him.
we are. I agree.
Yeah, we're gonna sue you. We're gonna sue you. 100% guaranteed. And the depositions will point out everything you did in Tampa. And you know you have that criminal suit over here in Pinellas County. We'll be there too. You know what that criminal suit's about too? This activity. Sometimes people think that they can violate rights and get away with it. We're here to show you can't do that. You're lucky my dad and my mom would rather be amicable than fight it, because I know you can't touch that chain. Not without a judge's order. I know that for a fact. And somebody want to wake a judge up tonight? I don't think so. I think it'd be cute to see you try to tow this thing out here with a toasted chain together. This is the guy, I think his name's Joe or John, I can't remember which one. He's the one that's been trying to retaliate against us ever since we reported him on Friday.
The last time they tried to tow us, he was in the black truck.
No, he was not. He was in the white truck. The black truck, I got the tag numbers. I'll tell you who's in the black truck.
Yeah, he
I think
was
it was
in
this
the
guy,
white truck.
actually. Pretty sure it was this guy right here.
He doesn't look familiar.
No, he was in the one that had the We the People, but they violate Fourth Amendment rights. Yeah, I think it's this guy. But regardless, we have their names. Unfortunately, there's facial recognition today. So all I needed was their faces, and then I get their names. So then they could be on defendants in the case. You want to make it easier and give me your name?
My name's Cal.
Cal?
I'm one of the managers.
Cal what? You give him of here?
Yeah, I'm one of the managers of A-1.
Of A-1. You're Cal. What's your last name, Cal?
I'm not going to give you my last name.
Okay, Cal. Jason Goldstein will give it to me in deposition. What was your name?
Name is George.
George? No, it's not.
Yeah, he's
No,
lying.
it's not. He's lying. And his name is John, I think. It might be Joe, but I think it's John.
Why?
He's lying. His mama didn't raise him right. Smacked him so much he ended up with Tourette's.
It's not very nice. Can we just keep it professional?
Yeah,
Thank you.
sure.
Thank you.
That First Amendment goes a long way, though. But I won't use fighting words. You're right. It's not nice. That's not nice.
Freedom of speech, but he's not saying anything rude or vulgar to you. So
This is rude, in my opinion.
yeah, they're not saying anything about.
They pushing my buttons first.
They're standing there. They're not saying anything.
Their entire job right here, what you're saying is their job is to violate the law. And Sergeant, and my dad's so much nicer
What
than
I'm
you,
saying
or than me.
What I'm saying is, we're all standing here. All we're waiting for is your dad. There's no reason for personal attacks. Would you agree? They're not personally attacking.
It makes me feel better.
Well,
It does make me feel better, Sarge.
Bad for you. Personal attack
Well,
make you feel
this is a personal attack. What they did was a retaliatory attack. That's how I feel about it. I feel like they're retaliating.
You're going to file a civil suit?
I'm absolutely filing civil suit, 100%.
That's great, but I'm just saying.
And now, as DeSantis changed everything, your insurance company don't pay for the lawyers.
Be the bigger man.
Not anymore.
Be the bigger man. Don't do personal attacks.
I don't know if they know that. DeSantis changed that whole game. And on April 1st, your insurance company don't cover your lawyer fees no more. But I got a lawyer. So. Mine works pro bono. So we'll litigate for years.
That's great.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. $110. We'll see what happens next. I'll be paying my $300 filing fee, e-file fee tomorrow morning. As soon as the course opens up, it'll be filed. Yes, sir. You hadn't created damages yet. That's why I hadn't filed yet. You had not created damages yet. Now you've created damages. Do what?
You don't take any advice.
I have a First Amendment right to talk. I'm not using fighting words. I'm not being disorderly.
Yeah, but dude, it's like just do what's right, man. Like,
What's right is to sue the shit out of this company. That's why. Yeah. Rondos, actually, I like you. I won't even get you. I like you. You're a little aggressive, but I like you.
It's like, why can't you get it? So I'm just like,
Why don't I? Well, I'll tell you why I don't get it. I'm a constitutional rights advocate, and I study law. I've been studying law for 18 years. And what I study now, I'm not a lawyer, but I study law. And what I do know is I read thoroughly 71507. So I also sent it to my constitutional rights lawyer, who is a lawyer, who thoroughly read it. We are in agreement. So while I'm not a certified lawyer. I'm not bar certified. You're not bar certified. I do have one on retainer, and that person on retainer is bar certified. And he says what they're doing is shit and shiesty. ABC News says what they're doing is shit and shiesty. And Ybor City.
news is the news. News goes both
They didn't show up. They didn't say they were shit and shiesty because they wanted to. It was because they're shit and shiesty. Pinellas County's got a criminal lawsuit against them.
You already told me this.
That's shit and shiesty.
Over there, every time we get away, they'll be blinded by it. We try to keep the trucks nice. We build all your squad cars, so you got nice lights there. We got put
Oh, they build a squad
We
cars.
do build the squad cars.
Oh, there's a COI.
Yeah.
I knew there was a COI somewhere.
Sure.
I knew there was a COI somewhere.
What's so bad about that?
A COI?
What's so bad about building squad cars?
No, it explains the COI.
And what's that?
Why they're willing to break the law with you. It's called deprivation of rights in the color of law.
I'm not on rotation. with
So
you. I'm not on rotation.
it's called. It's a federal felony.
Okay.
It's a 1983 suit. It's a federal felony. And to have the cops commit a federal felony for you, that's kind of tricky.
Are you guys taking this one? Were you primary or?
All right.
Who's primary?
Man of the hour is here.
Who is primary? That's a good question. Who's primary?
Oh yeah. Everybody assigned to the call. We don't know who's primary on it.
Who's primary on this?
Him.
No, who's Blake? You don't know the question. Who's primary? Who's taking this one?
I don't know.
Who's going to write their name down on this one? Yeah, she has to get a tax change because the trip over here was a long trip. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, she just found it just expired.
They've received payment, so if you can pick a lock, they can drop it.
Felipe has not said I should or not.
I just want you to understand something. If you refuse to and they drop it and there's any damage, you've been notified.
Let me look at it and just see. Okay. I'm okay with it.
You're okay with it if it damages your vehicle while
I am
you're
okay with them dropping it just like this. I'm saying it on camera.
Okay. Drop it. Right.
Straight down though, right? Straight down. You ain't moving it no way.
Straight down, sir.
Straight down. Get your dirty asses out of here. I'm your Huckleberry, bub. I'm your Huckleberry.
All right.
Sarge. Now, who's your lieutenant?
I don't have a lieutenant. It's Major Trill, the one we
Major
spoke
Trill?
to
Okay.
earlier. So what I'm going to ask you now is, you're now no longer licensed, authorized, invited to be on this property. Do you
Right.
understand? That is this property, the entire complex. You understand that? We have trespass authorization for Walmart and this entire complex. Do you understand?
Oh, you have a contract with them.
We have
a letter
signed
of.
authorization to trespass.
Okay.
We are now trespassing this property. You understand?
I don't answer questions.
So what must happen next?
Okay.
They must leave
You have to leave, and you cannot come back to this property.
If he returns for
Okay.
1 year, he's subject to arrest.
1 year.
within 1 year.
Yep.
Okay, so he's.
Oh, I'm trespassed for a year?
Everyone.
Up. Yes.
Oh, I can.
You, and then the cars, everyone's got to go.
That's authorized by who? You?
It is signed by the businesses in the complex. We have what's called a trespass authorization form that's logged with the city. We have them for various businesses all over the city, which gives us the right to trespass on their behalf.
So the property owner, though, can then revoke that, though?
They can.
Okay.
Yes.
Property owner can revoke that.
At this moment,
At this
these
moment,
3 vehicles and specific
Well,
individuals.
as I'm giving you notice, after this lengthy discussion that we have, they have tow rights for this area. You now know that. There is no excuse if there was no sign on each and every egress.
Oh, I don't agree with that, but
I don't care if you agree with
Right.
it, but you have notice that you cannot park any of your vehicles in this parking lot. Okay? Or Walmart, they've already asked you to leave there. So whatever discrepancy there is on the parking lots,
yeah.
you've been noticed on all of them. Okay? So load up your family and continue on somewhere else. Okay? Thank you, sir.
One more incidental point.
Yes, sir.
That count for me and my vehicle as well.
Well, you can't have your vehicle here.
I'm not a denier or anything, but
Yeah.
I shopped at Walmart earlier
No,
today.
you're fine.
I got a receipt.
I did too.
You're fine. Just notice, same thing. No overnight parking. They patrol, like you said. I mean, whatever issues you have with them,
I'll talk to the mayor tomorrow.
that's fine. Whatever issues you have with A1,
I'll do my politicking that later. I won't do it inside the road with the cop.
that's fine. So
Yeah, FDLE will be notified though, because I believe that it's called deprivation of rights in the color of law. It's 1983. It's a federal felony. You're a sergeant. You're the supervisor. You're taking control of the situation. Sergeant D. Anderson. Can I see understand what the D means? D stands for.
D. Anderson.
So what is your FDLE number? So I can, because there's a lot of
You
Andersons.
want my spin number? 0182-9119.
Okay, 0182-9188.
9119. That is my
9119.
spin number.
And then that will match you up.
My employee ID number is 290.
Okay.
All right?
Yeah. All right, Sarge.
So you got to move. And
Yeah.
They've already taken notice that you have suspended lighter
Tags.
tags.
That's what we're trying to do. Now, that being said,
That's why I was trying to get him to warm up to me, so that he wouldn't go.
can you drive a stick? Oh, can you drive a stick? No.
It's been a long time.
Okay. So that's what they're trying to pull off now. They're trying to do some dirty stuff. If we get off the private property on the public right of way, then they're going to try to do something dirty next. That's their move. I wanted to get into holiday today. I was trying to do it today, but I was trying not to.
I was trying to develop a relationship with the sergeant so that he'll just let you go up there, out of his jurisdiction, and be done with it.
I mean, he's being dirty. They're all being dirty. I'd stay live until they leave, but he's not going to leave until we pull off, and he knows we have these expired tags. So, you know what the next move is. You have got to drive these. I don't know how. I mean, I'll show you. I'll show you.
Okay, but what about the other vehicle?
You got to come back for it. Or Dad can drive it. I don't know. You have to come back for it. There's nothing I can do about it. I mean, you know what they're trying to do. As soon as you get on public property, they're trying to force you. It's called entrapment. They want to force you to leave private property onto public property with these expired tags and trap you into a ticket. That's what they're trying to do.
If you leave here, where can you go? To Holiday?
Right across the street to Alta. It's Publix, different property. But they're going to come right over there and do the same thing.
Yeah. So you need a better solution than that. I can't keep dropping.
I know. I would have.
Fees.
I understand. I mean, I 100% understand. I mean,
If we hadn't done that.
I mean, Arizona.
You're not in Arizona. When in Rome.
Yeah.
Follow the rules.
Oh no, it's Starbucks in there.
Okay. It's the dirtiest. Is the dirtiest I've ever seen in the history of my audits. This is the dirtiest I've seen. It is the dirtiest.
At the point, I'd go back to Pasco and get out of this jurisdiction, or you're going to have the same thing happen in a couple hours. You know.
Well, the A1 has just it does towing all the way up and down. You know,
That's your brother.
they're still here. Guys, I don't know why we left Arizona. I can't tell you. It was a bad idea. So, I don't know why we thought, even for a second, that Florida would be a good place for us to be at. I have no idea. Let me turn this on here. I'm just leaving this going because the police are still here, and I feel like they're trying to entrap us into more citations because we didn't play ball, and apparently that company does their cruisers, so that makes them want to desire to please that company. And so they're willing to deprive rights in the color of law for that company. And that's what they're doing. So, I mean, she's going to have to drive this truck right now. She's going to have to drive the truck. We got to find out from GIS where the next property is.
I've been praying.
Yeah. So
far, I see the answer to the prayers ends up being that great.
no, not really. So yeah, I'm gonna have to. If I wanted to be in this area, it would take me a bunch of politics. I mean,
I really want to live here, but with all this going on with A1,
do you really want to live here?
I want the sites I want to live.
Stay alive. Keep watching
Yeah, that's my grandpa. Uncle Bubba or Butthead, I'm not sure. Sometimes it gets you.
Michelle, you're gonna have to pull this out.
understand that.
Was already
I'm
left,
still trying to get the shoes on
and
Scarlet.
the cops
All right.
were right over there. But the A1
So in order to get to pull the van out first,
and
we have our autistic daughter now trying to get her shoes on.
the van. This is already happening over at Save Lock. Oh, there they are, right over there.
Yeah, they're grabbing some other
They're
car.
grabbing another car.
Oh, but they went to us first, for sure.
Yeah, they went to us first. There is the cops.
Sure they did.
Yeah.
It's not the cops, it's A1 towing.
Oh, wait, A1 towing. And And they went to those two guys. Those guys right over there. Oh, man, Mom's phone died.
But the police are doing trespasses themselves now. So they're trespassing, not the property owner. Not authorized agent. They're authorized through a letter of intent.